Directionally challenged hiker here, back at the house with no name. It is Saturday, February 5th, and we are working on the final of the 4 pours we have to do for this project. It is another windy day, as you'll be able to see in the footage. I mean, stuff is just going crazy again. I don't know, it seems to be a theme with working out in the dirt and pouring cement for us. But anyway, it is supposed to be about 65 degrees today, and it's looking to be quite sunny, so that does help. But we're thinking we've got another 18, possibly 19 bags of cement to pour. And then after this final one is set, he will be working on leveling the dirt around the forms so that the truck can back up and drop off our shipping containers. We're still waiting on the phone call for that. We're hoping to hear soon, but it's an anytime now deal, and we want to be ready, so finishing up today on that. Getting that final prep done before we are starting our pour today. Yeah, cleaning up those bags from yesterday. They were weighted down with part of a cinder block, and I am shifting the bags of cement in the truck more towards the end. They're not on the trailer this time, and we're not using the tractor because we only needed to get, like, I think he picked up 18 or 19 more bags. I don't remember now. It's been a few, but so we just used the truck and had them loaded onto the truck, which was actually pretty cool. When we went to Lowe's, they sent out a few workers, and yeah, he hardly had to move anything. They loaded them all up for us. But anyway, as I was like watching this to begin editing, it's, everything in time lapse, you move so much faster, and it's just still hard for me to wrap my brain around it sometimes. But I'm watching the cement mixer spin, and it's got the old splatter of cement on it, and you can really see how fast the time lapse makes it appear that it's spinning. But I don't know, just that's a little bit how my mind works. I look at things like that. But anyway, yeah, we're pouring cement in the wind again. It is not as windy as it has been the past couple days, but it is still windy. And as I'm working out in the wind, I think about, it's been a few years now. I did some lifeguarding at the Central Arizona college pool when they still had it, and did that for about 5 years. I think my first year, I was 38 years old the first time I did any lifeguarding, and that pool was an Olympic-sized pool, and we swam it all winter. There was a swim team and everything, so we had pool covers, 9 of them. And when it was windy, I would dread going there in the morning to work, especially, when it was cool out, because, you'd get there and you'd see water. And that was the worst thing in the world to see, was water. You didn't want to see water. You wanted to see blue pool covers. And if I saw water, that meant I had to, most of the time, get back in the pool and, play tug of war with the pool covers and get them back to where they belonged, get them off the deck. I mean, yeah, there were days that they were hanging off the fence, hanging off the diving board, in a big island pile in the middle. Yeah, it was fun. But anyway, the wind reminds me of that, being outside. I mean, I do enjoy being outside, so I'm hoping, this is good for us. So we got that last cement pour done today. My mind is blanking on what these are called. These are to rest the ends of the shipping containers on. So he's got some prep work to do, leveling it out better, making it easy for the truck to back up and offload them. So he'll be working on that. I got a little bit of cleanup to do. But anyway, yeah, we're getting there because we're waiting for the phone call or email that's going to say they're ready to be delivered, and we need to be ready for that. So I think we're about there. Anyway, there's the view. Not as much dust in the air as yesterday. It really isn't as windy, so it's not as bad. Not near as bad as it was yesterday. Yesterday was just, I was so done with the wind by the time we got home. But anyway, that is it for now. Until next time, Directionally Challenged Hiker. Directionally Challenged Hiker here at the house with no name. Just a random project. I bought this beehive when we were out at the K2 he shed, she shed, and tried to get some wild bees that tried moving in to our little shed, and that was not successful. But anyway, I've hauled it out here, and over the summer I didn't do anything with it, but the top blew off, so I'm just gonna lightly sand it, clean it up a little bit, and I don't know, maybe get some bees. So anyway, just a little random video. I'm gonna put it on time lapse as I just work on sanding that. The top blowing off in the wind wasn't really the problem. The problem was our extremely active monsoon season we had last summer. I mean, with that, it wasn't just wind and dirt, but we also had a fair amount of rain, and there's a little bit of water damage. The frames, as you can see, I'm trying to pull them out here, and I'm sanding the ends. The wood seemed to have swelled just a little bit, and they were stuck, some of them. So I am getting them to where I can drop them in easily and pull them out. And I know if I get bees, the honey will make them stick anyway, but just trying to clean it up, you know, make it look not quite new again, but close if I can. The sander I'm using is a Porter Cable 5-inch orbital sander. I'm loving this little tool here. I've used it to sand the floors in the upper level of the house with no name. Yeah, I put it through a workout there. I've sanded some pallets for various projects when I was out at the K2 he shed, she shed, but yeah, it's doing what I expect it to do, and it's, yeah, easy to work with. So I don't know, I like it. But anyway, I'm thinking about maybe getting some bees this spring. I don't know that they're a whole lot of work besides setting them up and then kind of letting them be, but I'll have to see. Maybe when I get back from my Grand Canyon hike. Well, I've got my hive cleaned up for now. About as good as I can. We had tried sticking the bees out from the K2 he shed, she shed that were in the roof. We had tried sticking some of their comb in this hive about 1.5 years ago, and it wasn't successful. So there's a little bit of like residual like honeycomb in there that doesn't want to come off. I don't know that that matters, but I have cleaned it up, and the only thing I'm going to do is I think I want to get some blocks that don't look like they're going to be as attractive to bugs to crawl in. I'm going to get some of the newer blocks. I'm going to stand them up on end so that the holes aren't facing the bottom of the beehive. But other than that, I think that's it. So I guess maybe I'll show you what it looks like after I do that. Let me go get those. I have it up on blocks a little differently now. So I think this is how I want it. Maybe I should read up on it a little more. I'm pretty sure it's facing the direction that they supposedly prefer. But anyway, I'm gonna clean up the stuff that I hauled out here and see if there's anything else to do. It is just so much nicer today than it was yesterday. I mean, there's a wind, but nothing like what we were dealing with yesterday when we were trying to pour the cement over there. But actually, if you look, I think you can see the view. It's It's a little bit clearer today. So anyway, until next time, directionally challenged hiker here at the house with no name.